And spotlight myself. It's good to see you, Thomas.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said it's good to see you.
You too. Alicia's out and about today, so she won't be able to join us.
Okay. I don't know if Dita will make it or not. She's been busy this week. So that's okay. I've got the phone, my own phone set up so that I'm an extra participant, so we can record anonymously.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick review, but first, welcome to the second section. Thank you for coming. It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and review the first section, just go through it once together. And we will go all the way through to the end of Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain. So we won't go to closing, we will go to cross hands and then we'll turn and go into Embrace the Tiger. Okay? Okay. So prepare. Opening. Grasping the bird's tail, ward off right. Or left, I'm sorry, ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hands. Step forward. White crane. Spreads its wings. Left brush knee. And push. Hamstrings the loop. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. And left brush knee. Hamstrings the glutes. Left brush knee. Parry, block, and punch. Parry, block, punch. Apparent closing up. Cross hands. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Step out with your ward off. Turn the whole body. Switch to the heel and punch. Nice ending. Do you have any questions about this?
Is this tiger's mouth? Does this end like a tiger's mouth, kind of?
The tiger's mouth, I'm gonna go from the side. Okay, I'll stand with my piano behind me, sort of. So your tiger's mouth is up because you're lifting someone's elbow in it. So face forward, it would be like this. You
Right.
see that?
Yeah.
It's open. So it's not like this with your hand like a blade. It's not just up like it is and it isn't. So it's like this, but it's tilted a little bit. So it's not wide open like that, right? But it's not sideways, vertical. So you do want to have this bit showing in front like that. That looks good.
Yeah, I think that's what I was originally doing, just maybe the angle because of the camera.
Yeah. So I want to let's review Embrace the Tiger several times. And then I want to watch you do it. And I guess I'll count it out once while we go through it. One thing I want to make sure, I'm not sure I was clear about this when I was teaching it last week. When we go into rollback from here, we start to shift back as we lift our arms. So as we're rotating, we're starting to shift. And then we get all the way back by the time we're extended, and then we turn a little more. Okay. Now, what Master Young says when he calls this movement, teaches it, he says this. So from here, you come up, come back with body turning. Okay, so the turn starts here and continues. So your body, as you come out, when you're here and you start to turn, you're already turning before that. But once you get back here, your arms are extended fully and you still turn a little more.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to look like this. So it wouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
The difference.
So the second one, you stop turning.
You are turning with the second one.
The second is
With the second version, I did not turn until I was all the way back and then I turned. But what you're supposed to do is with body turning, begin your turn as you're shifting. Then you continue turning after you've gotten your weight all the way back. So in other words, your arms are static here, but you're turning your waist more to the left. You continue turning the waist to the side, but you're not shifting back anymore.
right.
Okay, so it has a smoother, rounder look that way. Okay. And when we do the circle with the warding off for fists under elbow, I'm like this, pushing off, right? I bring in I step out, one line, two sides. So I don't want to cross my heel to the 1030 corner. I reach, this is a warding off.
Right.
I pick up my foot, my whole body's gonna turn. As soon as my foot touches the floor, my hand starts to turn over to start grabbing. I'm grabbing, I'm shifting my whip. Now I'm pulling down. And then I turn pivot on your ball of your foot so you can open your hips to 9 o'clock, switch to the heel, and then you make another little twist up. So it's just a little turn up at the base. So from here, small, to get your hand in the right shape. And then you lift. So I'm going to show you from the front. Let's see, I'll go this way. So if I were here pushing off to that side and I wanted to step this way, it might work. Okay. I step and I'm warding off. So my arm is really extended. My right arm just stays where it is and carries along. It doesn't change yet. Then I'm starting to turn my whole body. As soon as my foot touches the floor, I rotate my hand. I continue turning. I come back. Now my arm, as you see, is coming down like this. It's not coming through like that, okay? So I'm going to show you that circle again. It's a little hard to show everything in the first round, just so you know. This is a big move. Out,
Yes.
turn, pull it down. Turn your leg, pivot, switch to the heel, make a little turn, lift it up vertically and out, punch. Yeah. So it's easy to misunderstand the scope of this circle because it's big, but it's not, it's big as in you're warding off someone's arm, which is about here. You know, you're not like coming up high, you're coming out, and then you're just grabbing their hand and you're pulling them down, and then you're pulling them down like this. You're holding onto their arm, and then you twist it so you can lift it up. Right? So the open hand represents a grab. We don't show grabbing, we show an open hand. But you remember that it's a grab, okay? But then you're going to turn it, which is why we still show an open hand, because we're showing a grab. And as we lift, we come up. But if we were grabbing someone's arm, we're not going to be lifting just like this, right? We hold on to it and shove it up there. So we'd have to turn our grabbing hand. I can't do it to myself, but we turn our fist over to lift, you know, but our hand would be holding someone.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Any questions about any of that? We'll go through it a few times.
Yeah.
I just, you know, something seems odd, just shout it out.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it from cross hands. I'm going to go the same direction. Okay, knees bent, shoulder width apart. Embrace the tiger. You're moving already. Return to the mountain. And here's your turn. Right arm comes out. Starts to circle to press down. Left arm circling big to the left side step. Now turn to look toward your almost corner and strike. Roll back, start shifting and turn a little bit as you go through your movement. Get to the full extension and continue turning of the waist. 2, 3 o'clock. Press, circle back in. Extend out along the same line as your leg, and then same with push. Fists under elbow, starts like single width. Right foot goes to 12 o'clock. Circle to 45 degrees on the left side. Press down in the middle. Rock the elbow, press out with the right hand, open hand. Step one line, two sides. Reach, turn the hand. Draw down, shifting your weight, switch to the heel. Now pivot on that. Make a twist and lift and punch. So there are a couple pivotal points. So I've already mentioned a couple. So one is, first of all, fist under elbow is one whole movement. So we never stop. After we get here, this is just a continuation. We just continue right on to the next thing. So we're not making two separate movements. So we do our turnabout, we come whipping around, we press up, we push off, and then we step right into it. Okay, from here, this is, I kind of count it as two separate parts, but this is all one piece. From here, your arm is going to stay in a ward-off shape to the 45-degree corner, which is 1030. Then as you lift off your back toe and you bring your foot in, that's when you turn. The foot steps, you turn the hand. Now you continue making a circle. Now you're turning your body to 9 o'clock. You're going to pivot on your ball of your foot. Your hand is now at the bottom of your side. It's low by your leg, by your front of your hip. Make a fist at this point. Switch to the heel and lift. Now, if you notice, you should be in an empty stance here on the heel. So it's important when you step from pushing off, one line, two sides, but when you step out, you don't want to step way over here, like, you know, like you're on skis, and a parallel line with toe to toe. You want your right foot to be parallel with the left foot, but on an angled line, toe to toe, okay? That allows you to have your right foot in the right place when you do the big circle and then you're turning around. So if you just come back on that right foot and just turn it on the ball, you'll see you're in an empty stance. You're already set. And in real life, of course, you just adjust and put yourself where you need to be. I mean, if we were actually doing this, it doesn't, you know, you just position your body so you can achieve your goal.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I mentioned those two things. Okay, so the first one is, this is a full extension and you got to reach for it. It's not just stick it out there, it's reach for it. And then pick up the whole body's turning. Don't drop the right hand. As soon as you put the foot down, turn the hand over to show grab. Don't make a fist yet. Now make a fist. You're almost down to the bottom. Switch to the heel and pivot on the heel. Or rather, pivot on the ball, switch to the heel and punch. When we punch, even though we're doing a vertical lift, this move is not completely vertical up. It's up and forward. And it's about, you know, nose high. Okay, and the fist punch is not under your elbow. It's pointing toward it. Or rather, it's below it like you have it. That's good. Okay. So the fist on the right hand, let's look at the right hand for a second. Pretty simple with the right hand. So from here, I'll go this way. Actually, I'll go this way. So the right hand comes along. Don't change the shape. Don't change the shape. Don't change the shape. When you're about ready here, make a fist. Don't lower your arm. Keep it here. And then we're punching in vertically from the side. So we're punching across and to the side. So we don't have to come down here, make a fist punch, you know, anything like that. So our arm is out here. We turn our body, which turns the arm, and we turn, you know, we bring it into play. And then we come in, make a fist, and then we turn it to punch vertically. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it a few more times, and then we'll go on to the next move, which is one of my favorites, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, let's do it again. From cross hands. Embrace the tiger. As soon as you hear the words, start to shift and return to the mountain. Step out and out, or up a little bit, and less than corner strike. Roll back, start your shift. Turning, turn some more. Press. Push. Just under elbow. Push off. One line, two sides. Ward off. Turn the hand as you step. Make a fist. Switch to the heel, turn and punch. Looks nice at the end there. Okay, let me watch you do it.
All I did was I went from here. And then I went to here. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
I'm gonna need to see that. Okay. All right, ready?
Started here. And
Yeah.
then just did here. And I just waited for you to finish. Oh, here it is.
Well, it came out looking really good. Good
Yeah.
in posture.
So
Okay,
there's something in between that I missed?
just a little bit. Okay, so, are there any areas of this that you are puzzled by or not sure of?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right, let me see it then. I'll call it for you. From cross hands. Make sure your cross hands are a little higher, shoulder height with the hands. There you go. Up a little more, maybe. A little higher. There. Okay. Okay. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Shift and turn. Roll back. Press. Push. Just under elbow. Okay, we got a little bit to work with. Okay. All right, so a couple things to work on. Let's see here. Okay, when we do roll back, what from here? From the push part, or rather the strike. Okay, from here. We come back, we lift the right arm, the left arm stays extended. As we come out, it bends, but it doesn't come back. So rotate the hand, turn your body, you're turning, you're bending your arm, and you're turning and turning. Okay, I couldn't see the front of you, so I could only see the elbow coming out, so I wasn't quite clear if you were pulling it back or not.
So I might have pulled back a little.
Let's do it again. Well, the thing is, if you pull it, if you do it like this, then your rollback position isn't correct. Remember, rollback where hand is closer, right?
Right.
Okay, so rotate and lift, start, and your turn. Hold on. As you start shifting back, do it with a turn. You're coming back and you're turning as you come out. So you don't need to adjust your elbow, your arm, your left arm, other than bending it. So from here, if I leave let my right arm out and I just shift my weight, if I come back, I rotate my hand, and then I come back and bend it as I do that, and I turn my torso, it looks like it's bending to me. It's just that it's staying static in space. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're aiming for.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that one. So come back, and when I listen to Master Yang's words and I do this, I believe that the turn has to start here as you come out with your arm. So I don't think you start turning here. You come back. When your arm starts to come out, you start to turn your body. All right, so that's the point where it's going to make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's that?
I mean, just to get into the position, I think you have to rotate your body a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So when he says with turning, he doesn't tell you, everything. When you use a string of words to describe something, it's a little difficult to get all the time and exactly at the point where you want it in your description, right? So one thing sometimes builds on the next. Sometimes it is simultaneous. So in this case, and I've done this move a lot, but when you are teaching it, you are thinking about how you're just using your words. there's a little bit of a lag, so that's where you would be turning it. When your arm starts to come up, the right arm, it comes up and out, you're going to start turning. Okay, so that's that. When you are, we need to work on the circle. Let's see. Okay, so the left arm. Let's just work on the left arm only, from fist under elbow. So reach out in the ward off. And this is, your body is pointed at 1030 when you're in this pose. Now pick up your right leg, and as you step, rotate the left hand. Now turning your body toward 9 o'clock, you're turning it to face 9 o'clock as you pull, you're pulling down. You got to pull across the front of you. Then when you get to the other side of your body, it needs to come down in an arc, down to here, to like your normal spot where you put your hand from opening. This is your rounded arm. That's where you go. Okay, so not up here. It needs to come lower.
Okay.
Okay, so from here, let's do it again. Just go ahead and bend your knee into the ward off. Step and turn the hand over. Keep turning your body, shifting your weight, pull down to the bottom. Now turn your leg, pivot on the heel, and from here, rotate the hand. So the fist, the tiger's mouth is pointing up, and then lift it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to show you from, that's really kind of the best angle. I'll do it this way. That's not going to help any. Okay, I'm going to go this way. All right. So from here, let's do it again. Warding off. Turn the hand as you step. Keep moving your body weight back. Pull it down to the side. Turn the leg. Now twist at the bottom and lift as you roll onto the heel. That's better. Now let's try putting the two arms together. Okay, I'm going to go this way. Okay, let's start from the pushing off. Okay, so we can get our both arms in at the right place. So we push off, step out, and then ward off as you bend your knee. Step, turn the left hand. Come back, shifting your weight. Now you're facing 9 o'clock. Come down to the bottom, make a fist, switch to the heel, rotate that hand and lift, rolling your weight onto that, 30% onto that heel. Okay. Okay, let me see you do it. All the way to the bottom. Ah, good. Nice. Make sure you got a vertical punch. Good. Yeah, there you go.
Keep doing that.
Well, I studied Kenpo years ago, and we punch differently.
Yeah.
And then, you have this built-in conditioning from other things you've done.
Yeah, I've done something else where we punched like this. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's a side punch,
Yeah.
So they're very obviously different. Martial arts have different kinds of punches from different body parts. Okay, let's go on to the next move. It's called Repulse the Monkey. I love it. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go this way. So I finished fist under elbow. I'm going to go back 3 steps. The first one, these are like almost like going reverse brush knees, but they're not brush knees. So I come back and I pull and push off and I strike someone in the front. That's 1. 2, I swing to the left, put my leg down in the back and push off as I pivot on my front heel. 3, step, put set down, push off. So So let's work, so what we're doing is stepping back in empty stances, so they're not both steps. And they're long, they tend to be longer than what we do in front because we are stepping with our toe first. So if you watch, if I try stepping back and we'll do this together. So if I start from here, I'm on my heel, I pick up my foot. If I put down my whole foot, we don't put down usually the whole foot. If I put down the whole foot, I have to reach kind of almost with my heel to like be steady. And then I come back. But in this movement, the toe is again heel ball toe, like we're going backwards too. When you put heel ball toe first, you actually have a longer length. And you'll notice it when you step back. Okay. And then pick it up again, the right leg, step behind, put the toe down, angle the foot at 45. And as you set it, and then you pivot on the front heel as you push off the front leg. Okay, when we do this movement, remember how I talked about the back being at the same angle when we go through things? There are things that people do to without realizing it, and one is that they stand up, or they keep their butt. They come back like this, so they're standing up straight. We're not doing that. So this is how you start. With your angle from your 30% empty stance on the heel, you have a little bit of fold at your hips, or rather the top creases of your leg. From here, keep your balance and step behind yourself. You need to be able to do this. That's how you know where to step. So don't just like
Okay.
forward and look for it. Then you're off balance. Okay. So let's do it slowly. First, get your set, find your set from the previous movement. Then maintain that angle of the back. Back, heel down, and my weight is forward when my foot is flat. Don't push it back yet. Then push it back. When we push it back, our foot looks flat, but it's actually still most of the weight is on the heel. So I'm not a totally flat foot. There's a little lift, but it's not on the edge like this.
Okay.
Okay, then let's do another one. I'm gonna come up here. Pick up the foot again, the right foot, step behind, put the toe down first, and then lay down the heel. Try not to let your height change. Push back. You got to bend your knees to do this as you push off. Pick up the other one, step, heel down, push off. Remember, we talk about Tai Chi being a state of dynamic tension between yin and yang.
Sure.
And so there's an expression called, well, the Chinese words for it are dong and chung. It means push and pull, basically, or push and pull may not be exactly accurate, but that's the way I think of it. So what that means is that the obvious push off, receive in the back, right? There's that. But it's also about keeping some pressure in the front as well as in the back. So this movement is going to show you a lot about the concepts of tension and also about empty and full, which is another Tai Chi principle that we try to demonstrate in our movements. So from here, all my weight is on one foot. This leg is empty. There's no weight in it yet. When I put it back and put it down, now I've got tension. I have more weight in the front and less in the back. Now, as I push off, now the other one is full in the back, but there's still something in the front. So I'm not just pushing my weight back and letting my front foot sort of hang there. I need to keep pushing off of it to keep myself from coming totally up. I have to push back into the floor, right? If you think about it, that's what you're doing. or you should be doing. Okay, and then we want to come back and do it again. So as you push back from the front, you're also pushing forward from the back. But you're showing empty and full in the way you are balancing, and one leg is empty when you pick it up and you put it down and it becomes full and the other one empties. Think of it like a glass of water. If you're pouring one glass of water to the other, if you do it slowly, right, one gradually becomes fuller. Or like a slinky going down a stair, you know, it has all these coils and then it gradually unfolds, so there are no coils left, and then it flips over. It goes down, you know, it's like that. And so it's not like this and that. It's not that dramatic.
Sure.
That's not what we're trying to do. So this movement, I think, really helps us understand empty and full, and the tension that we need to use to keep our balance. Okay.
Okay.
So one of the principles in Tai Chi that we'll work with. Do you have any questions about any of that?
Yeah, so as we step back, what becomes the front foot, you know, is at 45 degrees. And so you're rotating on the heel, right? That's what I see you do.
So now it's pointing straight.
Okay.
That's correct. So each one replaces the other. So we do let's do a series of 3. I'm going to go forward facing you. Let's just do the footwork. So get a good empty stance first, heel flat here on the heel flat on the floor in front, a little bit of weight in it, 30%. 1, I step back, straight back. Put your heel down at an angle. Keep your weight forward in the front leg. Now, as you push off the front, bend the back knee more so you can receive the weight and turn that front foot straight. Now, keep your weight where it is. Pick up the front, put it back behind at an angle. Put the heel down, pivot and push, back, step, angle, pivot and push. Now you'll notice that your back leg is doing more bending. You can feel it in your calf in order to control your weight and your balance, your height, right? You notice that it's not, we talk about keeping our knees at the same height all the way through. But when your body is going in different, what do you call it? Extensions, I guess is the word. It adjusts more in order to keep your height. It doesn't look like, you know, we're not bouncing up and down, but we are definitely. I'm not just doing this, keeping my knee exactly the same way. If I did that, I'd be sinking, right?
Yeah.
So I find my leg is kind of straight here. I put it down. I try to keep my weight the same at my head. And then as I push back, my knee is going to bend a lot. I can feel it in my calf. And I push off, this leg is almost straight. That's what you need to be feeling when you do this kind of movement. And it'll vary depending on how far you step. Yeah, that looks very smooth. Okay, let's do the arms. So I mentioned that it's like a reverse fresh knee. This is a defensive move. And so obviously someone's coming at you. So in the brush knees, if we are facing forward, say this is 12 o'clock. Actually, we'll say this is, I'm looking at you, we'll say it's 9 o'clock because that's where we really are usually with the brush knee. We swing our arm back behind us, we turn our body to the side, so it's angled, and we bring our right hand up so it's facing the corner behind our right shoulder, which would be 130, right? When we do repulse monkeys, we can't do that because our body is continually forward. We're facing only 9 o'clock, all the way back. So when we come out, we rotate the hand and we swing it to the side and forward to the shoulder. So from the side view, if I'm like this, I rotate, I swing it to the right side in front of my body. I got to keep my body shape and bring it into the shoulder. And then I strike out. So I rotate, swing it down, out to the side, come in, and strike. And that is a similar circle that we do in Embrace the Tiger. A side circle, okay? But the other parts of it look the same, except that we're going in a different direction, and we are in empty stances the whole way. So the arm movements are doing the same kind of work. So what would happen if you try to do it to an angle? So I'm going to go this way. If I were swinging all the way back to an angle, my body would be turning. And now I'm not facing 9 o'clock, right? This is different than what we're working on. And then I'd have to turn my body way too much. So I can't do that in this movement. So from here, keep your eye on your opponent. Down. You see how my hand's in front of my body? And then I push it off, striking. And remember, the push hand is a strike. Swing, step, striking hand. Okay. Okay, let's try doing all of it together. I'm gonna go the same direction as you.
Can we just do the arms?
Oh, yeah.
I have an idea of how one arm works, but I don't know how they work together really.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, excellent. Okay. So let's start from here. Okay. And we'll just do the arms. So we start from our previous position, which is fist under elbow. So first the left hand rotates and extends out, and the right hand swings up to the shoulder, comes to the right shoulder, and then it goes out while the left arm comes into the hip, just like in your brush knees. Then the right hand rotates. As the right hand rotates, the left hand comes out, swings forward to the shoulder, and then push out, pull in. Now, again, so now my right hand is palm up. You see it at the hip here, it's up. We have to turn those shapes. Rotate. So both hands rotate as you swing. The right hand comes out to the side. Strike. Out. Strike. Let me make sure of the actual timing here. Let me make sure I've got this right. Yeah. As you swing, see from a fist, open the hand, you're rotating the arm. You sit, push off. So again, that was correct. What I was doing was correct. Okay, so from here, rotate.
Okay, the rotation doesn't take the whole time that you get to here.
No. Oh, actually, yes.
Or does it?
Well, we try to, yeah.
Okay.
So we try to do that with everything. You know, yeah. I'm glad you noticed that's a good point. Rotate. Strike out. Rotate. Strike. And your hand needs to be lower to your hip area. Out.
So Mike,
Well, you
the top
look
of the
like you're
hip is here and then I'm here, right?
okay. Let me see your side
Here.
view. Turn sideways so I can see how it looks. Okay, put your arms out in your usual hug a tree pose. So you'd look like this, right? Now put your arms down in that pose. That's about where you should be.
Okay.
And you don't want to have your elbow back, like your shoulder back like this. You want to keep it rounded. Yeah, like that looks nice. Okay, so that would be the correct spot for you. Another way to find it would be to drop your arms naturally. Let them, well, not like to the side, but with rounded shoulders, and then bend your elbow and turn your hands flat, facing the ground. And that would also be the right shape. Okay, so you got two ways to check, hug a tree. Or bend the elbow. And round the, you're trying to go for a round arm, obviously it's not perfectly round, you gotta bend your joints, you know. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a little bit in front, okay, so it's not totally on the side, okay. Okay, so let's do the arms one more time, and then we'll put it together. So we're just standing still, so let's start from here, from the fist under elbow part. Okay, so the left hand rotates, the right hand swings out, release the fist, open palm, bring it up and to the shoulder, and then striking out, pull back the left hand. Your elbow should be open more toward the side so you can have that rounded shape. Good, that looks nice. Now from here, let's do the other one. Rotate, you're swinging the left arm out, try to extend and rotate slowly with the right hand. And then push it out with the left, striking out with the left, bring the right hand in. And the other side, rotate the front, swinging to the shoulder and push and pull. Yeah. Ready to try it with the feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll face you. Actually, I'm gonna go the sideways. Okay, let's do it together. I think you see better from the side view, seeing the whole bit. From fist under elbow, one, pick up your foot and step as you're turning your arms. When your arm gets to the shoulder, two, put the heel down. Three, push off, rotating on the front heel. Two, second monkey. One, rotate, both arms swing and step with the toe. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, hold on. I want to do a 3 count. Let's do it again. 1, 2. So what I want you to do is this. Swing and step. I'm going to face you. Swing and step here. Then when this comes in, put the heel down. So 1 toe, 2 shoulder, 3 push off. Next one, 1 swing and step, 2 put the heel down, 3 push off. 1 step, 2 put the heel down, 3 push off the front heel. Okay, I'm going to go this way. Let's do it again. Repulse monkey number 1. 1 swing, rotate the arms and step to the heel. 2 put the heel down. Bring your hand to the shoulder, your hand to the shoulder. 3 push off, pull the left hand to the hip, right hand strikes. Number 2, 1 swing, toe, 2 heel, 3 strike. Number 3, 1 step, 2 heel, 3 strike. Let's do it again. I'll go the other way. Now this time, let's try to concentrate on doing that a little more smoothly, and then we'll work on making sure our rotations are kind of coordinated better. Okay, so first, 1, try to keep your height the same. 2, sink into the foot. 3, push off. Number 2, 1, 2, 3. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, let me see you do it. from fist under elbow. And I'll count the steps. Okay, repulse monkey number 1. 1, swing and step. 2, put the heel down. 3, push off. Number 2, 1, swing and step. Rotate the hand.
Hold on. I got lost in thinking about it. So.
Yep. And number 3, 1, swing, put the toe down first, then 2, heel as you get to the shoulder, and 3, push off. Okay. Now, one of the hard things about this movement is finding your empty stances going backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, now, I want you to do it again, and we're going to look at our feet each time, okay? Because a lot of times people are crossing their heels or they're too wide and they're not in empty stances. So we're going to do it together, and we're going to stop at the end of each repulse monkey and check. Okay. Repulse monkey number 1. 1, step with the toe. 2, hand to the shoulder. 3, turn as you push off. Okay, look at your feet. Are they 1 line, 2 sides?
Yep.
Good. Okay, number 2. 1, swing, step behind you with the toe, put it at an angle. 3, put the heel down, hand to the shoulder. 3, that was 2, 3. Sorry, that was totally wrong. Okay, number 3. Totally screwed up counting. Okay, number 3. 1, swing and step. 2, hand to the shoulder, heel down. 3, push off. Check your feet. Are they 1 line, 2 sides?
Yep.
Very good, Thomas. Excellent. You must have done this a few times.
Well, I mean, I did this way long ago. I mean, it's like I'm relearning it, but I mean, I really always focus on the stances. So, I mean,
That's
that,
the most important thing.
yeah,
It's, if you don't have a good foundation, everything's off.
yeah,
Grandmaster Yang used to say, if something doesn't feel right, start with the feet first, then look at your legs, then check the waist and your balance, and then go from there. Always start at the bottom, because usually it's a problem with the foundation. I mean, maybe it's, your hips are turned the wrong way, or you cross your feet or something else. You can tell when something doesn't feel right. Sometimes it hurts, or you don't have the right reach. Let's do it one more time.
yeah. I'm always, whenever I'm doing the form, I'm always looking down and checking.
Well, we encourage people when they're beginning to do that, but you need to stop doing that at a certain point and stop looking.
Yeah.
So first, hold on. My son's getting some ice, just a second. So first, get used to that form, and then practice not looking. Right. So when we teach it for the first time, I mean, you're not a total beginner, but as you said, you're relearning it. So if you have habits where you're always looking, then you need to find time when you're not ever going to look. You need to trust yourself to do it. Right. So maybe you're checking at times when you say you're working on a single move, or you're doing one move over and over and over. At some point, stop looking and just practice it. Okay, so let's try that once right now. Let's do embrace the tiger.
I need to do something really quick to fix my internet.
Oh, okay. So they can hear I was fine. That's probably noisy.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I want to go one time through with the repulse monkeys, because that's newer than embrace the tiger. Okay. And this time, no looking. Let's practice no looking.
All right.
Okay. Repulse the monkey, 1, swing, 2, sit, 3, push off. Number 2, 1 step, 2, sink, 3, push off. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, when I say push off, I'm referring to the legs.
Yeah,
Okay, we're striking. We're not pushing someone with our hand, we're striking them.
sure.
Okay, how did that feel?
Yeah, felt okay.
Okay. Let's do embrace the tiger, return to mountain, and then this move. If you have the time.
Sure.
Okay, let's start from cross hands, and we'll try not to look. We'll practice not looking once.
Okay.
Cross hands, embrace the tiger, start moving, return to the mountain. Circle, step, strike. Roll back. Arm comes out, start to turn. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Flatten and turn. To 45, come back, pressing down, chest high. Rotate, push off. Step out, 1 line, 2 sides, ward off, turn the hand. Shifting your weight, turning to face 9 o'clock, turn and lift and punch. Repulse monkey, 1. Step, put down, push off. 2. Step, strike. 3. Rotate and step, heel down, strike. How did that feel?
Felt pretty good.
Okay, all right. Do you have any other questions?
I don't think so. Just need to work on that.
Okay, well, there's a recording and I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I think you're doing really well. And this was a good session. I'm glad we had a chance to work on a few things, you know, like energy and all that.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
What's that?
Me too. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's good to see you, Thomas. So let's
Yeah,
close. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. It looks beautiful here. I'm not sure where you are, but it's sunny and nice.
Well, I'm in Kirkland, so.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Well, you have a lovely time. Say hi to Alicia for me.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.